tell you that the initial set of slides are going to be part of our routine, just to be able to share with you some of the disclaimers that we are required to do, just to be sure that we're not perceived to be giving medical advice and so on. And after our introductions, we'll have a word of prayer, and then we'll follow a sequence that I will also share with you in just a moment. So let me share my screen again, and we'll come back. And so this is the Natural Health Learn and Share Meetup Outreach Ministry of Downers Grove. And we're sponsored by Community Outreach Incorporated, which is a service of the All Nations Fellowship SDA Church in Downers Grove also. We have a tremendous opportunity to wish you, because this is our last time that we'll get together in this fashion this year. So for 2021, we want to wish you a happy, healthy holiday time. And also to be sure that we want your health and the optimization of your health to occur long and far into many, many years, way beyond the end of this year, 2021. Aren't you just excited to know that we want you to be healthy? Well, of course you are. And so here we are. It's an informational presentations on health optimization. We are simply fulfilling the mission that we are setting out to do, and that is to educate and to share. And the planning that we do each and every week, we get together, we discuss, and we have some amazing plans for you for next year, for 2022. Our mission is to teach health optimization strategies built on the simplicity of lifestyle medicine, guided by integrating the 8 laws of natural health and the solid scientific research. And as we evolve through our program for next year, we'll be modifying this just a bit. But please know that at the bottom of our heart is the desire that you be healthy, not just for your own sakes and for the sake of your family and those that love you, but also because we want you to be able to honor God in the best possible way that you can. And we have to be healthy in order to be able to do that. Our disclaimers basically saying nothing that we share here is to be considered as medical advice. And please consult a licensed and qualified member of the medical team, whichever branch, allopathic or chiropractic or naturopathic, whichever you prefer, for any health advice that you may be asking for. Please also, we believe that this is part of your responsibility to do your own research, guys. Get on Google, find some good, solid websites that can give you great scientific backing for the things, for the claims that are made out there. And you may or may not hear some of those tonight. I will be putting at a later time a link in the chat window, but you should also have that for those of you who are coming online. You received a link that also has this available, this information available. We are the Facebook group. We have our meetup group and our church, and these are links that you will have access to just to stay connected in between the time that we have our next natural health meetup. And now you may have some questions. Those of you who are on Facebook, you will always have an opportunity to get those questions answered. We follow that up at least once or twice a week, and we're just happy to be able to connect with you and support you with your health goals. All right, so we did that already, and so I'm going to skip out of this and go to our opening prayer. And so we bar this for just a moment. Our kind and heavenly loving Father, we are just so grateful to you that we have this opportunity to get together today. We are encouraged because we know that you have provided for us to be healthier each day, healthier than we were yesterday. And we ask, Lord, that you will give us the wisdom and the insights to do the things that will generate the health so that we can give you the praise, give you the glory. And to be honest with you, Lord, we just want to be able to know how nature works, the nature that you have created, so that we can be living with the optimum health possible. Help us to be open to learning, help us to learn all that we can. And as each individual learns for themselves, may we apply the principles that will allow us to bring these miraculous health goals into reality. And this we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so good that you guys are here today. So our sequence that we're going to be looking at, just want to pull that up so I have a real opportunity here so I don't make any mistakes along the way. So we have at our church, before the COVID crisis, we had a tremendous opportunity, to have potlucks and many opportunities to get together and have meals. And one of my favorite things to provide during these sessions is, of course, a soup. And so tonight, for those of you who are here, yes, you're going to be able to see all of the ingredients that I use in this soup. It's become very popular, and I just enjoy the time making it, testing it, trying it out, adding some different things from time to time. And so you're going to get the real recipe tonight with all of the ingredients. You'll see these on the video. And later on, we'll also give you the details within our Facebook group. Yes, and so we're going to start out with what I call the Garbanzo Holiday Stamina Soup. All right, now that's going to be me, and then we'll follow that up with a video that I'll share with you on screen from Serena, and this is the Chaga chai tea. Now, hopefully she'll tell you something about Chaga. The Chaga mushroom is not a real mushroom in the strictest sense, but it is an awesome health benefit that we have when using Chaga, and she's going to be able to share with us a recipe that you can do on your own. Follow that up with a holiday detox salad. Now, those of you who've seen my detox salad before, please know that this is a little bit of a modification just to make it so that it's appropriate for the holidays. And Serena has a second item, her Herbal Holiday Detox. Can you imagine that the holidays, the end of the year, to clean up that system, to make sure that it is rid of all the inflammation, getting rid of toxins, getting rid of anything that could potentially be harmful to the body that's lurking around, just circulating around. Yeah, there's strategies, and she's going to share with us one of those items that, or maybe a combination of items that would be helpful. Now, to top that all off, you could actually use everything that we're doing tonight to have you could entertain for the holidays. All right, you could start out with the teas. You could then add the soup and the salad. You don't have to go heavier than that, right? It's just about family and being intimate for the holidays, and you will see how that really works. And after you've had all of that, you want to be sure to have your detox handy just in case you had some things that you shouldn't. But to top it all off, we're going to have nice cream. Everybody say with me, nice. The word nice, and then follow that word nice with cream. Let me turn on your mics so I can hear, so we can all confuse the Zoom world, all right? We want to make the Zoom world crazy. So turn on all your mics, folks. And if you don't mind, turn on your videos too, because we want to make some really, yes, because Don Hall is going to share with us the nice screen. So so everybody ready, your microphones are on. Let's go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice screen. All right. Zoom goes crazy when you do that stuff. But in any case, we're here to have some fun tonight. And so I am going to share with you, first of all, our Garbanzo a holiday stamina soup. All right, so let me switch gears here, and I'm going to bring about. I'm trying something new tonight, so yeah, forgive me if it doesn't work as smoothly as I would, but I'm operating with 3 different cameras here tonight. And so you can see that we have here some items that were some of the ingredients that we're going to be using. But before we do go too far into that, I need to, wow, I actually forgot to do this ahead of time. So forgive me 1 minute here. Let's try this and see if I can do that quickly. Let's try this here a second. All right. So I want to see if I can share with you video. And we're going to join. And this is 818. All right. So I'm going to do this. And 1 second.
Hey, Michael,
Yeah, yes.
could you spotlight yourself so that you could take up most of the screen? We can see the
Okay.
lovely food.
All right, hang on 1 second here. I want to get rid of something that I'm doing here. I'll come back to that in a second. Okay. Wow. All right. I think I'm getting there, guys. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to do a couple of things here so we could share with you some of the videos. Now, one of the goals that we had was to be able to identify for you some of the things that we do when we go out shopping. And we have a video here, so I'm going to try to share my screen. I believe you should be able to see that now. And yes, so you can see some of the ingredients that we have here. So let me share with you this video. This, I'm going to be talking just a little bit about some of the things that we're getting here. And so you can see some of the items I was just shopping. We got some fruit, some fresh fruit. We have lots of that every single day, from pears to bananas to avocados. And of course, this is shopping at Whole Foods. And we want to be, now the garbanzo beans that you're going to see, I have already had those, but coming up in the salad, you're going to be seeing some of these items coming up. Checking, of course, the expiration date. Some of them that were out front, of course, you know, were really close to the expiration date. So I was looking for ones that had at least a week. And we use watercress just about every single day. It's very, very nutrient dense. Today, in particular, we're going to be looking at the detox salad. The broccoli florets are going to come into play. And I think I picked up an extra bag of those. And then, of course, the riced cauliflower we use quite a bit in our salads. And you guys know the benefits of cruciferous vegetables. And so this is some things that we use. I got some extra cauliflower, particularly for the detox salad that we're going to be doing for you today. And so I think, let's see, we have just, yes, the turmeric, organic turmeric we use that in our smoothies pretty much every single day. And it's just a really great set of antioxidants there. And this is something that you may be interested in knowing about. This is kelp. This is organic kelp granules. We'll be using that in our detox salad. And of course, carrots go along with our detox salad. We get the organic carrots. Um, there are places that have it a little bit cheaper, but it was just convenient to get most of this stuff in one place. And all right, so I'm going to be able to do that. So that's the video. I'm going to now go over here and share with you. So these are the garbanzo beans, right? And so if we were to take 2 cups of the garbanzo beans and pour it into this container, we would leave it soaking in water for about 4, maybe 6 hours or overnight. And that would allow us to soften them up a little bit, swell them up a little bit. And if you can see here, folks, cumin seeds. Now, you can just go with a teaspoon of each of these cumin seeds. Now, it's so much stronger and more flavorful than the powders that we get. So get the seeds, and these are found in Indian food stores. And I use quite a lot of oregano in my seasoning. And so I would use also a teaspoon of oregano. Sometimes I put a little bit more than that for the oregano leaf. And mustard seeds are next. There we go. Mustard seeds provide a strong but just awesome flavor. And just those of us who like to have a little extra heat, other than temperature heat, a little pepper heat to our foods. I use a few, maybe about a half a teaspoon of chili powder in the soup. And then, of course, cooking beans don't really need it so much for garbanzo beans, not even needed for black-eyed peas. But you're going to find also that using a little ginger powder helps to take out the gas, especially for red kidney beans and pinto beans and those kinds of things. But I use just about a half a teaspoon of ginger powder. If you use too much, it's going to make it bitter. So be careful not to add too much ginger powder. But these are the main ingredients that are here. Let me see if I can get back here. There we go. And then I'm also going to share with you that we're going to, I need to get the, Future is giving me a hand here. All the things to the left. Not that one, but all the things to the left, lower left. Yeah, all of those things. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 more key ingredients, guys, because this is going to be really important for you. See this one? This is mango pickle. Now, you also can get these at the Indian food stores. And mango pickle, look for those that don't have preservatives, because that really does help for you to minimize the number of toxins that are entering your body. All right, and so that's mango pickle, and then there is hot lime. It's a relish. I use this one in all of my soups. It gives it such an awesome flavor when you combine these 2. And you don't use much. It's probably a half a teaspoon, nothing ever more than a teaspoon. And these mango pickles, they are, you can see the picture there, they come in the jar just like that. Of course, they're pickled. And you can just take one of these out, chop it up really fine, and then you will be able to get that awesome, robust flavor that you're looking for when you're entertaining over the holidays. All right, so those are, now you add a little salt, right? And I'm going to show you 2 key ingredients, which is the base of the soup. So I use this in pretty much all of my soups. Organic tomato, roasted red pepper soup. And so I use half of this for the 2 cups of garbanzos that you just saw. I use half of this. It must be refrigerated after. And this is perhaps the secret ingredient that nobody would really guess is in the soup. And that is a green curry simmer sauce. And you can add more curry if you wanted to be doing something like garbanzos, or if you're doing something like black-eyed peas. This is just an awesome enhancement. And it by itself is very mild, a little bit hot, but it's very, very mild in that regard. And so that is what I put in my soup. Now, after the soup is cooked, all right, and so we're going to move over here now so that you can see what is switch cameras. Stop sharing here. I think we're done with this. I need to get back to Zoom so I can stop sharing. And let's do it. Ah, it worked. Okay, so here we are. So this is the crock pot. And you will notice that this is already set. It's already been 3.5 hours since we finished this up. But I'm going to open it up. And you're going to be able to see that all of those ingredients are in here. So we're taking this out of the pot. And we're going to see if I can actually do this successfully without making a mess. And here we go. So we're going to do this so you can see inside the pot. Change that. All right. So this is what the soup looks like inside the pot. And we're going to now do a couple of additional items because this is all the ingredients that you saw in there, but we're going to add a few more to finish up the soup. So let's go back here to this view. All right. And what we're going to do now is to use this machine. So in this, I have onions and oh, I see. There we go. So we have onions and red peppers, red sweet peppers in here. And we're just going to chop these up for a little bit. All right, so we're able to do that. Take this out. Take that from me, please. Thank you. All right, so now I'm going to switch back over here. We're going to add these into our soup. This in after we've cooked them. When you're serving, just before serving, with this, you're able to have a little extra crunch in the soup. We add some color to it as well. Thank you. And now what we want to do next is to surprise. Are you ready for this, guys? All right, so I have here cranberries and raisins. Yeah, we're going to add a few cranberries and raisins in here. Just for the holidays, right? You don't have to put it if you don't like it. That's correct. And also to really make it, yes, should I say special, we add some coconut cream. And so we add this up and we mix this up just before serving so that it has this incredible tempering of the flavors that we've already put in there. and this is the Garbanzo Holiday Stamina Soup. So it's ready now for serving. And so here's a bowl. I'm going to go ahead and put some of that in here. And so you can see pretty much what it looks like here. Going back to this camera. And so this is our holiday garbanzo stamina soup. Use these ingredients along with any one of the soups that you like. This is our first presentation for the evening. Would you like to taste this?
I sure would.
Oh, well, please. Do the honors.
Okay.
Let me get Miss Fuchsia here, who's giving me a hand.
Well, this is my husband who made this. He gets the first bite. Has my stamp of approval. Delicious.
Okay, guys, so we'll give you a chance to ask questions coming up. I see some questions in chat. And let's see here if, okay, when being measured in food like ginger and peppers. Oh, I really don't. For the peppers and the ginger minimized because of the bitter taste, but when it comes to peppers and to onions and things of that nature, it's really kind of up to you. All right. Yes, to your taste. Right, that's correct. So now we have a video coming up from Serena, and I'm going to switch gears here to find that. Let's see here. Okay, I know exactly where to find it. All right, so we're going to do the first video that we're going to share with you from Ms. Serena is the Chaga chai tea. And so let me start sharing my screen again so that you will have that in view. Make sure we have sound going with that. And here we go.
Okay, so today I'm going to share a delicious hot recipe that you can have in this holiday season and throughout the winter season. It's called the Chaga chai latte. So for this, I'm going to share what ingredients you will need to make this wonderful, nutritious drink. And as I go putting these ingredients together, I'll just tell you a little bit about the medicinal properties of each one. So the first ingredient that we have is called Chaga. We're going to use Chaga mushroom powder. And Chaga has a lot of nutritional value. It's loaded with minerals, vitamins, antioxidant. It has been shown to reduce tumors and destroy cancer cells. So what we're going to do with this, we're going to use a half a teaspoon of Chaga powder. Put it right here in the pot. And then the next ingredient that we have is ginger. We're going to use some ginger. We all know that ginger is a very powerful anti-inflammatory herb. It also helps with indigestion and nausea. So we're going to add some ginger to this. You can add as much as you want. Now the next ingredient that we're going to use are cardamom pods. Cardamom pods are rich in phytonutrients, particularly manganese. Just 1 tablespoon of this gives you 80% of your daily requirement of manganese. So we're going to use like 4 pods. I'll add an extra one because I like cardamom pods. Okay, and then the next ingredient that we have for this Chaga chai latte, clove. Clove has been used for many years by Indians and in India and in China. And what we're going to do, we're going to add 3 whole cloves. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It also has medicinal value. It's also loaded with antioxidant. It has manganese. Just 1 teaspoon of clove also give you 50% of manganese. And I just want to talk a little bit about manganese here. It says that manganese is a mineral that, along with calcium, is key for bone formation and density. It also plays an important role in enzyme activation, which helps support metabolism, wound healing, and neurotransmitter production. So that's great. And the next ingredient that we have here is black peppercorns. For those of you that have a little reservation using black peppercorns, you can omit this, but we'll use 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns. And the next one we have is anise seeds. Anise seeds is well known as an expectorant. It also helps with digestion problems. So we're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of anise seeds. Okay, so we have all our ingredients ready. So to this, we're going to add 3.5 cups of distilled water. One, 2, 3.5. So we have 3.5 cups of water. And then what we'll do, we're going to make a concentrate chai tea. Here, we put this to boil. Once it boils, then we lower the heat and we have it to simmer on low heat for 20 to 30 minutes. And then you're going to make a strong chai tea from those herbs. So I already have, once it's made already, I made some beforehand. So once it's made already, you will take the tea, the liquid, and strain it into your blender. We'll strain this into your blender. After that, you will add 1/2 cup of any type of plant-based milk that you like. I like a lot coconut milk, and I like this brand because it only has 2 ingredients, water and coconut. So I like this one a lot, but we'll use 1/2 cup of your preferred plant-based milk. And then you can add any type of sweetener that you like. In this case, I'm going to add a little bit of raw honey. I'll add like 2 tablespoons of the raw honey. And that's it. Now we're going to blend this and we'll have our delicious Chaga chai latte. We'll blend this for no more than 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, our Chaga chai latte is ready, and I'm about to taste it. Smells very good. Delicious. Let me know if you try this. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Serena. Yes, let's see. Okay, so Stephen, okay, you had a question. Yes, Trader Joe's is definitely a place to get most of the ingredients that I used in the soup, to answer that one. And we want to thank Serena for that Chaga chai latte. That is, that sounds like it should be really, really good and super healthy on top of that. So thank you very much, Serena. And she is available. She is online with us. If there is any need for, if there's any questions that you might have for her with that recipe. So now I am going to share with you our detox salad. But before I do that, I do want you to know that I missed something in my soup. And it's, so I'm putting a picture of it here. This is where we ended it, right? But here's what I'm adding. I'm adding, just as a garnish on the top to make it festive, some, I wouldn't say chopped, but sort of chopped dandelion leaves. And of course, you know, dandelion leaves are great, great plant for our bodies. One of the great benefits, it helps us to eat less. If we're very much have a high appetite, big appetite for the holidays, having some dandelion tea or even the fresh leaves like this. And we use the dandelion leaves quite a bit in our salads as well. And so just wanted to add that too for the soup that we just looked at a few minutes ago. And now we're going to move our attention to the salad. Can you bring the salad for me, please? Put it right here so they can see what we have. All right, so this is, so far, this is just broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. And we're going to just show you how we use the food processor, the little chopper, to make that mixture. So we're going to go here again, and we're going to switch cameras to, this should be right here. Great. Okay, so now we have broccoli in here, we have cauliflower, and you can see there's a little sprig of carrot right there. And so we're just going to run that through the chopper and see how easy that is to make. Okay, this one won't get done, so we'll just take it out and we'll leave that for another time. Or some people who like to munch on broccoli, feel free to just take those larger pieces that don't get chopped up, and you can actually do them elsewhere. If you want to give me something to put that in, thank you so much. All right, and now we're going to add this to our bowl. Please. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yes. All right, so broccoli, cauliflower, vegetables. If you remember, if you even just Google right now, benefits of broccoli and cauliflower, you're going to find that many diseases are mentioned. And much of the research is showing that they're actually cancer preventives. So with this in mind, this is the base. And what we're going to do now is to add some raisins. Yeah, that's part of the detox salad. I'm going to add some raisins to this. I'm going to also take the liberty of adding some cranberries to this. And one of the things that's really special, guys, and you might be able to tell what this is as I bring it to the camera. This is, of course, seaweed. All right. It's what they use to make sushi. And this is the package. This is the one that we're actually using. This is a grilled labor, and they use organic olive oil to really give additional flavor here. And what we've done, we've already torn up these sheets into pieces. And so we're pouring it down there into the mixture. Now we're going to mix again. And what we've got here is a chance to mix these up. And you can see how this is coming together, right? This is just an amazing way to get the body to detox. Now,
Delicious.
Fuchsia is saying it's delicious. When we make this, and we haven't done it very often lately, have we? But when we make this, we can't stop eating it. It's like we just want more. We keep eating and we get stuffed and we want more. Can you imagine having cravings for a salad? And this, of course, is not done yet because we have now found out that olives are just a great addition to this. And we would also use the olive water, but we're not going to put the water in this big mixture. We just add the olive water and maybe some olive oil and maybe a little garlic to the individual servings that we make. That way this stays nice and dry. And I must give you one word of caution about this detox salad. It doesn't last very long. 2 days, 3 days max. So you got to have all of it so you don't waste it. But this gets the bowels moving. This gets you with minerals from the kelp that we haven't added yet. So now we're going to add the kelp, which is actually a part of the recipe. And you can see how much it darkens it up. So we're going to mix it up again. So this is kelp. You saw the kelp granules earlier. That was high in iodine. And now you will see that the detox salad is done once we've added in that. And again, most of these things can be added into taste. If you don't like too many raisins, you don't like cranberries and so on, don't put it. All right, because the base here is just incredibly awesome. So what are we serving this in?
This.
Oh, good, great. All right, so we're gonna, I'm making a mess, but this is going to be very, very interesting. Okay, and so this is what our detox salad looks like when it's served. And I think we may want to see the face of somebody who's eating this. Let me switch the cameras here so we can get that coming up here. All right, so there it is that we have an opportunity.
It's a great job to test for you. You don't want, would you like some? No, this is for me.
Okay. All right, I have my share. I have the bigger share. All right, this is fantastic. So these ingredients are very simple. They're very inexpensive. All right, because I mean, no matter what you choose, I mean, the organic raisins, if you go to certain stores, I mean, it's like under $3 and you only use a very small part of it for this. The cranberries also, try to minimize the number of ingredients that you find in these packages. It should be one ingredient only, if at all possible. But I know to preserve color and to preserve freshness, with cranberries, they do use some oils and so on. But if you can get those with the least number of ingredients, that really does help a lot. And also one other thing that I want to mention, and maybe if you can get me the can of coconut milk that we have up there.
Okay.
I want to show them something
Yeah,
because this is really important.
Adapted it up.
Yes, thank you. When we're buying these items from the store, even if it's an expensive store, doesn't mean that it is the best quality. All right. And I just want you to, and this was a tip, right? That was in the materials that we sent out with the invitations for today. But if you look at this, I'm going to put this under the camera, make it real close here so you can see this. If you look at this can, you will notice that, let's see, where is that? Okay, so 365, you can tell where that is from. And I'm not sure you can see this very clearly, but right here, there's some words. And if you can make those out, it says non-BPA lining. Cans are lined with plastic on the inside. The cans that carry your food. Very important that you look for companies that are taking enough care in the way they produce that they will not use BPA. Now, the sad part of the story is that they are now using BPS, which is a bisphenol, form of bisphenol, which is a toxin. But the best that we can do, right? And so this is the reason we use fresh items more than canned items, because they're toxins, so many toxins that are being added, even if not into the food itself, but into the containers, the plastics around the food, plastic bottles with water even, especially the thin plastics, are laden with the BPA and BPS, which is used in the manufacturing of these bottles, and they leach right into the liquids. So please be careful, read those labels, make your voice heard, and even the coconut cream, and the very fine print, it actually identifies also that there is no BPA used in these cans. So please identify, go into a store, ask the manager of the store, or which of their products, if you're buying something in a can, which of the products do they have that does not have any plastic inside the can, or any, if they do have plastics, that they are BPA free. And so this is a tip for the day that I think can really be a big help in minimizing the number of toxins that we're taking in to our bodies. So I believe that we have completed this, right? Yeah. Oh, she's over there enjoying herself with it. So now it is time for our dessert. No, not yet. Not yet. We have the herbal detox coming up. All right, so let's see if I can get back to that video for Miss Serena. And then after that, we'll have our nice cream. So hang on, let's see, where did I have it? Here it is. And I'm going to open that up and stop that right here. Okay, so let's get this shared so you can see this. And Serena, if you're on the line, this was the Herbal Detox, Holiday Herbal Detox. I think that was the name of it. And we're going to share the screen here. Okay, so here we go.
Okay, so I also want to share with you a detox tea that you can do. I know over the holiday, a lot of us are going to be eating a lot of sugar and yummy foods, and we might want to do a little detox. So I'm going to share this tea with you. Use equal parts of burdock. Burdock is considered, burdock root, that is the number one blood cleanser. It has compounds in it that helps to clean the bloodstream. And then you want to use some red clover, yellow dock, dandelion, and lemongrass. So you want to use equal parts of those herbs. I'll repeat it again. Equal parts of burdock root, red clover, which is another excellent blood cleanser, and it also helps to clear the lungs from mucus. And you want to use yellow dock, which also helps to clean the lymphatic system and flush out the toxins. You also want to use dandelion, which is a great detoxifier of the liver, and lemongrass, which is known to start up your metabolism. And it also gives the tea a nice flavor. So equal parts of burdock root, red clover, yellow dock, dandelion, and lemongrass. You can make this tea. You will want to make the blend, mix it up together, put it in a jar, use 1 tablespoon to 1 cup hot distilled water, let it infuse for 30 minutes or longer, strain and drink. I recommend drinking 2 to 3 cups a day. Thank you.
Okay, so you guys got that one. That's a hot tip for the holidays, right? Why is that such a hot tip for the holidays? Well, it's because you've got to know that it's going to be hard to stay away from unhealthy foods. All right, we're going to be tempted and we're going to fall into temptation. And, you know, it's not that we want to or tend to, but sometimes even unknowingly, right? We see something that we're accustomed to eating at home, and we think it's prepared the same way as we do at home. And so we see it and we want to go there and have it at someone else's place or in a restaurant or something. Please note that you will have a real opportunity to come back home, make your tea, your holiday herbal detox tea, and you will then be able to minimize the impact of those toxins. So now that we have gone full circle, all right, now that we've gone full circle, what were the toxins called again? The toxins. Well, the BPA from the can is BPA and BPS. B boy, P Peter, A apple. BPA and then BPS. Yeah, okay, no problem, man. That's great. You know, and guys, read the labels carefully, right? Read those labels carefully, man, because those labels tell us a lot, and they don't tell us enough. They're not required by law to tell us everything they put in there, but you know, it's getting better. They're being asked to be sure to put things on the labels to inform us about these items that are present in what we would otherwise call food. And just going fresh, you know, the only way to know even if it's fresh is if we're growing our own, which I know Brother Don Hall is very, very much a proponent of growing his own food.
Eat what you grow and grow what you eat.
Yeah, so we're going to switch it over to Donald Hall, and he is going to share with us something I've never heard of before.
Oh, wow.
and we all had a resounding impact on the Zoom world when we began the show today, because everybody in the loudest possible voice was saying, "Nice scream!"
Yeah, this is definitely a treat.
All right, so go ahead, Brother Don, and let us know how you make your nice cream, and tell us how often you have this too. Don't forget.
Okay. Good evening again, everyone. Just want to thank Brother Mike and Sister Serena for such an awesome job that they did. The soup, I've tasted this soup before. It's delicious. The minute I drank that soup was the minute I was like, I need that recipe, Mr. Mike. The chai tea, that's one of my favorite tea. And now that I know that I don't have to buy the artificial box and I can actually make it myself, I'm definitely going to give that a try. The salad looks so delicious, and the herbal tea, we're definitely going to need that. However, there's no good meal that is complete without dessert. And for this evening, my task was to present the dessert. So one of the things that we do in our group is to present to people a very health approach to the best way that they could take care of their bodies. But sometimes, a lot of the concerns that we get is that it's sometimes too expensive. So I tasked myself to figure out how to eat healthily, inexpensively. And guess what, guys? I have tried to prepare my food by purchasing my ingredients from the dollar store. I tasked myself with that, and I was able to do it. It may not have been the freshest of stuff, but they do have alternatives to stuff. For example, my nice cream that I eat every night, at the beginning of every week, I go to the dollar store and I buy 5 packs of blueberries. I buy 5 packs of blueberries. The blueberries cost $1 each. Actually, the dollar store just increased their price. The dollar store is no longer the dollar store. It's actually $1.25 in the store now. Everything in the dollar store is $1.25 now. They rose their price in response to the inflation. So tonight I am gonna make blueberry nice cream. Once again, I love ice cream, but I realize that ice cream is something I can't eat every day. But I want to have the feeling of eating a dessert every night. And my alternative to that was to make my own ice cream. So tonight I'm going to demonstrate to you how I make my ice cream. So what I do, first I take 2 cups of blueberries. I have my measuring cup here, 2 cups, and I put it in my blender. So cup number 1 and cup number 2. That's all the blueberries I eat every night, guys. Every night. Ask my wife if you think I'm joking. And then I put 1 cup of your preferred plant-based milk. For tonight, I'm using coconut milk. I typically put a sweetener in it. I typically put dates, but I was looking for my dates and it seemed like I ran out. So for tonight, I'm gonna put a little bit of monk fruit. Monk fruit is very low on the glycemic index. It doesn't spike your blood sugar, and it's an alternative for diabetics. So I use 1 tablespoon of that. I also use a dash of cinnamon. I also got this one from the dollar store as well for $1. And I have a dash of vanilla. Also got this from the dollar store. And yeah, so the blueberries are very high in antioxidant and vitamin C. So this is very good. And it's also low on calories. That's why I like the blueberry. Okay, guys, check this out. And that's my frozen dessert. And this is how you know it is really frozen. I'm turning the blender upside down and it's not coming out. Frozen dessert. Babes, can you come and try this with me? I just called my wife to come and test this. So I'm putting it in my coconut bowl. This is typically how we do at night. One for me. Okay, babes, this is for you.
Thank you. Thanks.
You looking?
Oh, okay.
And that's for me. How does it taste?
Oh, this is good.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like really good or just good?
No, it's good. It's really good.
Good, good. So guys, this is my nice cream. And this is the context, the consistency and the texture. If you see how it's scooped like ice cream. So I eat this every night before I go to bed. Even if I'm full, I have to have this before I go to bed at night. The complete calorie count for this is 220 calories. With the 2 cups of blueberry and the 1 cup of plant-based milk, 220 calories. The whole container that is made. So typically I share this with my wife, so it's about 120 calories each that we consume in the night. So I hope you guys will try and enjoy, and yeah, sign up.
Wow, that's awesome. That is so simple and so healthy, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Healthy. Wow. Let's see if I can unpin you so I can get back up there. And let's see, does that work? It's only showing my name, and I want to get back on camera. Okay, there we go. Okay, fantastic. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. All right, because we did this once last year, and people had really commented about how enjoyable it was. And I'm wondering, first of all, if there are any questions for any one of us. I know we've answered a couple of them from the chat window, but anybody have any questions? Did you miss anything that we needed to review just to be able to get you all the information? Because any one of these items that you use, even if you don't get to the detox tea, right? Even if you don't get there, any one of these items that you use over the holidays will certainly be advancing the cause of a healthier you. And that is our goal. And we want you not to give us the glory or the praise or, come back to us and say, man, that was good, but thank God for what he has provided in nature and the wisdom that he has imparted through other people to us to be able to share this with you and to be able to allow you to even have a better chance of connecting with him on a daily basis. And that's really our purpose here. So questions, please feel free to unmute questions or comments. And maybe in your comments, what I would love for you to share with us is, which of these things do you want to try first?
Michael,
Yes, please.
because of my insatiable sweet tooth, I would say the ice cream. But I have a question for Don. Don, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What if I add some organic dark chocolate? Will that mess up
Oh
your
my
creation?
God. No. Actually, you just giving me an idea with that one, now, man. I'm gonna try the dark chocolate in the next another time. But it's delicious, man. It's really
Yeah,
delicious.
it looks good. It all looks good. Thank you guys for showing us a better way to enjoy the holidays.
That is fantastic. That's a great one. What if you added something else to it, right? And fantastic. All right, any other questions? Let's see. Blueberries are your weakness, Stephen. By the way, Stephen, what part of the country are you? Are you in California?
San Francisco. Yeah, San
San
Francisco.
Francisco. Okay, great. That's fantastic. This is long time contact we used to have, and thanks for inviting him, Michael Hartung. That was awesome to have Stephen on the line tonight.
I just want to thank you guys. This was truly incredible, and I'm going to make use of all these wonderful recipes. You guys are incredible people doing this, and I will be returning. Thanks.
Oh, wonderful, man. God bless you, man. Yeah. Thank you.
So what are some of the beans that you put in the soup?
Oh,
I mean, what kind of beans do you use? What are all the different kinds of beans that you can pair with this?
okay, yes. So Fuchsia is throwing a question at us here. The question is the beans, right? The garbanzo, holiday garbanzo stamina soup. What other kinds of beans can you use with that? Really and truly,
Instead of garbanzo.
yeah, I use black eyed peas. That is a
Okay.
really good one. And for black eyed peas, I would add some Jamaican curry to that because that just goes even just as well as the garbanzos, but it kind of needs that extra curry to go with it to just top it off. And I use this also with mung beans. I use this very similarly with lentils. I also use that very similarly with kidney beans. And so really, you take your pick. With kidney beans, I tend to add tomatoes. That little tomato flavor adds quite a bit when you're doing kidney beans.
What about black beans?
And black beans, yeah, I haven't done black beans in a long time. But yeah, the black beans are also very, very tasty with this mixture. And so feel free to be creative and send us back. If you join our Facebook group, you can share those recipes and share them with a group. That will give you a tremendous opportunity to just do your own versions of these things and share what you've done differently so that we can all benefit from that.
And this question is for Don. What are some of the fruits that he has done with ice cream besides blueberries?
Oh, wow. Guys, my favorite of all times is dark cherry ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
That dark cherry, the only place I find the dark cherry is at Whole Foods. But tonight was how we could prepare an ice cream on a budget from the dollar store. You know, this ice cream literally cost me like $1.25 to prepare, $1.50 at most. But yeah, so I typically do a mango one as well. That one is really delicious. That's my wife's favorite. Yeah, so that's her favorite. But my favorite for sure is the dark cherry. Mangoes is really my favorite fruit, but the dark cherry is my favorite ice cream.
Okay. Have you ever tried it with guava or strawberry?
No.
Or...
The strawberry is pretty nice. I typically use the strawberry with banana. Oh, guys, this one is a bomber. Banana ice cream literally tastes like vanilla ice cream.
Ooh.
Literally. And rather than using a plant-based milk, you literally just put frozen bananas in the blender, and it purifies it into an ice cream consistency. And you put a little vanilla in it, and you really don't miss vanilla ice cream.
Oh boy! So basically, if you put some raisins and some bananas, you can get something very close to the one we have at home, right?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Thank you guys. You guys have the soup recipe over there.
I have a question for you too, Don. As far as the sweetener goes, you always use the dates. You prefer that over the monk fruit?
Okay. Dates give me energy for days. I don't know, man. Whenever I use dates, I typically, and I think that's why I ran out. Whenever I'm going to the gym in the evening, I normally pick like 4 dates as my quote unquote pre-workout, and I am fuel for the session. So dates give me the sweetness that I want, and it gives me the energy. So yeah, I
But as
typically
far
use
as
like
the
a
flavor goes, as far as the flavoring goes, does it changes the flavor when you use two different kinds of sweeteners?
no, I just use one at a time. It's either
No, I
or.
know,
I
but
don't
like you
use
said, if you use the monk and then you use the date another time, which one do you prefer better? Like, does it changes the flavor, or does it really
okay.
matter?
Monk fruit as a very you can't use too much monk fruit because it's very, very sweet. And it gives you that too sweet uh, uh, taste. But the monk fruit is a more natural sweet taste. So yeah, the taste is it varies, but it's both are equally delicious.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I was just wondering because when I do make the ice cream, I wanted to
Mhm.
know which one to use. Which
Yeah. You could use either or, honestly.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, Don, if you don't mind showing the package with the monk fruit, because not everybody may be familiar with that.
So this is the one that I use. Uh, this one is just pure monk fruit. Typically, when you see these, they have different stuff into it, but this one, this particular brand just goes with pure monk fruit. So this is the one that I use.
Mhm. And I personally prefer dates, even though I have some of the monk fruit sweetener, just because of the additional minerals, the manganese, the copper.
Yeah.
Those minerals go a long way in metabolizing the different foods that we're eating. So just that's just my personal preference.
And
But
yeah,
Yeah.
and Michael, the soup, the garbanzo, I like everything you made, but I really like the garbanzo a lot. And that green Thai cream sauce, where did you get that?
that's a Trader Joe's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the Trader Joe's. That's a clincher. If you use only that and the red pepper soup,
Uh-huh.
you would have an amazing soup.
Wow.
And then those other things just kind of push it over the edge.
Okay. I'll be doing that one too.
Fantastic,
And
great.
I have a question for Serena, if you don't mind. This is Tisha again. When you combine the different herbs, in a dry container, how long do they normally last, Serena?
They can if it's being stored like in an airtight container and it hasn't been exposed to light or anything like that, it could last for a year and it could still
Oh,
conserve his or even longer. It all depends on how it's stored. I remember I had a herb that I forgot about
uh-huh.
and it was like well over 2 years and I thought it would have lost its potency, and when I made the tea it was just as strong as when I bought it the first time, but I'd sealed it up really well and it was put up not no light or anything like that, so I could say a year or a little bit longer, but I try to use it under a year anyways though, but yeah.
Serena, I've had your teas before and they've always been outstanding. So I'm looking forward to trying the ones you just told us about.
Thank you, Fuchsia.
Okay. Anybody else with a question or a comment about which one they're going to try of all those things that we've shared tonight? We got about 3 or 4 more minutes.
Will the recipes be posted?
Yeah, they'll be posted in Facebook.
Okay, they'll be posted on Facebook.
The video is already in Facebook, but in addition to that, we'll add the ingredients and add the information in to our Facebook group.
Okay.
Yeah. And that reminds me, so somebody come in with a comment or question, which one are you going to pick? Which one are you going to use first? Who would like to share?
Hey there, it's Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Oh, how wonderful this is. Great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Coming all the way from Ohio, right?
yeah, uh-huh.
Okay,
I
fantastic.
yeah, I enjoyed everything you're making and your guests. making. All the herbs. I learned a lot. I wish I could taste.
Well,
And I-
Sarah, you have had the detox salad, if I remember.
Yeah. And I was so glad that you are using the seaweed for like seaweed.
Oh, the
Like
seaweed, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the seaweed with the organic olive oil.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
Yeah. How smart.
Fantastic, fantastic.
So, I mean, everything was wonderful. So, thank
Well,
you.
thank you so very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I just put in a link in the chat window for those of you who would like to find our Facebook group, find our natural health meetup group, or just get in touch with us for prayer or even for a consultation. This link that I put in the chat window will give you all of that information and give you an opportunity to stay in touch in between our monthly meetings. Our next natural health meetup is going to be on January 11th. And during that one, we're going to be focusing on, we're going to try to see how much we can accomplish about the 8 channels of elimination. In other words, when toxins accumulate in our body, there are actually 8 channels that are available to us. And we want to optimize that function of our body to get rid of toxins from, not just through our digestive system and kidneys, flushing and so on, but of course the liver and the skin and the eyes and all of those parts of the body. How can we optimize elimination of toxins? And that's going to be our focus. And don't be surprised, folks, if we somehow make an analogy to getting rid of the sin in our lives. Okay? Don't be surprised if we do that, because we just might be able to pinpoint a number of strategies that will enable us to make that link as being very important for us to consider. Whether we're Christian or not, we know that we're always wanting to do the wrong thing. And we want to be able to also just think about reflecting the power that God has for us to be able to get rid of the toxic sin in our lives. So we are so thankful that you were able to make it out tonight. And Ms. Serena, if you don't mind, you can give us a closing prayer. Pastor Atkins, if you have any closing comments, please, before she prays.
I think I put it in the link, but I just want to wish everyone happy holidays. Enjoy your family, be careful, and we look forward to seeing you guys the coming year. And if we don't meet until sometime next year, Happy New Year as well. Okay, God bless, and really just enjoy this time with your families and friends, and just be careful while we're enjoying. Okay, thank you. You guys, bless, we bless. Thank you for joining us, and have a blessed day, blessed evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pastor Atkins. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come together to learn, dear Lord. Thank you for everything that you have provided for us. Thank you, dear Lord, for showing that we can enjoy good food and be healthy. I pray, dear Lord, that you will bless each participant on the line tonight, and even those that were unable to come on, be with them. I pray, dear Lord, that you will allow us to have a safe and happy holiday season. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you all so much for coming out. January 14 is our next one. January 11th, January 11th. And we look forward to seeing you all back then. Bring a friend with you next time. And happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a good night.